Hello, this is King Ariel, formerly known as Eric Spiegelman in the United States. I'm here to, you can see why people regard me the king on the other YouTube videos that give testimonials and proofs why I'm known as the King Messiah. But one of the things that the Messiah goes to is Isaiah 53. We learn from the Midrash. And that includes persecution and, imprisonments and torture and attempted murder. So let me give you part of the story of what happened, and I'm going to give you a fast list of the people, the criminals in the United States government involved in these crimes. Some Goyim, some Jews. Basically, I was a songwriter my whole life. In the 1990s, record companies infringed my copyrights. I sued the record companies. The courts committed judicial misconduct. They dismissed the cases for bribes. I sued the U.S. federal government and the FBI for abuse of power to pervert justice and bribery. They railroaded me into a mental hospital, and everyone in the system covered up. And during the time, I was also reporting child molesters and pedophiles, and the FBI and the police and the rabbis were also covering up too. I'm just going to rattle off a list of these names, which should be listed in the comments, of the people involved in the taking bribes and persecuting me, to abuse power to pervert justice, okay? Southern District of New York, and this is in a complaint that I filed in the New York Federal District, New Jersey, May 15th, 1996, Civil Action 95-6180 MTB, and the amended complaint, abuse of power for justice. Some of these allegations are listed. Eric Ariel Spiegelman, plaintiff versus defendants, Sony, Time Warner, okay, in the Southern District of North, 1994. The corrupt judges were Alan Schwartz, John Martin, and Deborah Batts, who I saw her clerk, William Delaney, take a bribe from the Loeb & Loeb lawyer. David Shantz, along with David Sotnick, was in conspiracy to that too, preventing justice in the Sony cases. Irving Azoff ripped off my service mark and was involved in bribing the case in the Giant Warner Brothers case, which Deborah Batts presided over. Then when I appealed the cases in the Second Circuit, the appellant judges who took bribes corruptly dismissed the cases were Frank Altamari and Fred Parker. Judge Cardamone, because you need 3 judges for the case, recused himself. And then Southern District Judge James C. Francis IV on June 24th, 1998, later filed a federal arrest order with the claim of threatening judges, because I said in my cases that on my documents that if the judges and justice officials took bribes to dismiss my cases, God will punish them. I also issued and published on the internet rulings, judicial Torah rulings of the punishments they should receive for the crimes they committed, which were execution. That was not a threat. That was a judicial ruling I published. I stand on that now, and as king, I will execute these judges when I get the power, and I will. No one will stop me. That's the Torah law. I will, as king, loyally uphold it, and Hashem will back me up. Even if he has to wipe out the whole city, earthquake, flood, nuclear weapons, whatever, they don't stand a chance anymore, okay? Let's move forward. FBI, okay, James Parkinson and Chief Judge Thomas Grisey were corrupt judges. Thomas Grisey was known to be a corrupt judge in New York. New Jersey was a federal judge there dismissing all cases of the FBI presented against mafia. U.S. Attorney was Mary Jo White. Nick Kaufman, Eitan Goldman wrote a prosecuting order that request for extradition in 1998 to cover up the crimes, the pedophilia. Michael Horitz was involved in this as well, as my father told him, and Gloria Calabrese, FBI agents involved in the cover up were William Duff, Laura Hanlon, Don Ackerman, Donna Stephenson, and Nita J. Poldis, and Pajoles, James Kallstrom, John Collingwood, and Newark Special Agent Peterson, and then Boston Agent Barry Maughan, and Cameron Krug. New Jersey Regional Police Detective Stoltenberg, along with FBI Special Agent Peterson, after I reported that my neighbor on 571 Art Lane, Richmond, New Jersey, tried to run me over with a what was his car? I'm looking for now. A maroon Toyota van, license AUZ 38Z. Okay. The police did not arrest him. They alleged that my allegations of mafia were paranoid delusions. They took me for psychiatric evaluation, which is the method they used to dismiss and cover up these claims. U.S. federal public corruption agents J. Lee Raddick and Joe Ann Ferguson, and New York Rockland County DA Michael Bongiorno and DA Bill McLaren and Ken Parocchio, Ramapo Police Department Police badges 401, 166, 183, Mr. Mele, all covered up allegations of the pedophile cult at Kol Yaakov Yeshiva by the wicked Leib Tropper, who's now known to be wicked, and pedophile Avichai Phelps there. When Baruch Turner and Leib Tropper tried to kidnap me in a Hatzalah ambulance, take me to a mental hospital to cover up saying I was mentally ill. They were destroying my credibility. The police dismissed all charges. There were FBI agents covering up with the yeshiva called Gary Stein and Eliyahu Benjamin. And students from Kol Yaakov Yeshiva attacked me, including Aaron Schichtman. And again, FBI agents Gary Stein and Elisha Benjamin, they attacked me, breaking down my door of my apartment at 18 Blauville Road as part of the harassment. And the police did nothing to protect me. They arrested me, okay? When I publicized the child molestation at Kol Yaakov Yeshiva all over Muncie with posters, Leib Tropper and Baruch Turner said that I filed charges against me, that I was harassing them, which I was exposing them to protect the children of the town. And this case was brought for the fake judge Kenneth A. Resnick, an apostate Jew, whose daughter learned with Leib Tropper. They had a connection. He did not arrest Leib Tropper. He didn't put me in prison or anything, but he let me go. I just want to name for the record, when I asked Reprise Records for the infringing artist Eric Clapton's address so I could question him, the lawyer of Reprise, Ruth Ann Taylor, perjured a document saying that the record company does not have their artist Eric Clapton's address. When I reported this to the White House, I got letters back from signed Bill Clinton and Al Gore, whose parties took bribes from the record companies, millions of dollars, saying that that I should just let the courts handle it. They covered up. They knew the courts were all corrupt. They're also part of the corruption. This is corruption right up to the Clinton and Gore in the White House. They're all wicked people. They're Amalek. May their empire be destroyed soon, so I as a king can reign in full injustice, and the human race can be rid of this pest, these corrupt criminals, the Amalekites, ruling over us. We should wipe them all out now, okay? Be well. And New York is going to be nuked, by the way. That's good news.